to you.
Okay, my name is Natalie Suzanne Gall, and my helper is Taylor Willamette. Click. I was born October 13th, 1993, and I'm a senior this year, which makes me really, really young to be a senior. I'm not going to be 18 until next October, which kind of is not cool because all my friends are turning 18 and going gambling and stuff, and I have to sit at home. Next. That's my first picture.
Wow.
My grandma that's holding me in that picture. My mom had to have an emergency C-section for me, so she was still out of it. And I was really low.
You weren't having a lot of fun right there, were
No.
you?
Okay, those are some baby pictures of me. I was a pretty cute kid, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I love it.
I was pretty cute when I was little. You can click. And then those are just some different ages. 1, 3, and 5. Yeah, you can click. That was my first day of preschool. And I really liked my bag, so that's why I was holding up and smiling like I was crazy. You can click. When I was really little, I loved Pocahontas. Like, it was my favorite thing in the world. I had bedding, I had a sleeping bag, I had a pillow. I watched the movie like every other day. And so I decided I wanted to be Pocahontas for Halloween, even though I was, at that age, I had blue eyes and blonde hair. I was going to be Pocahontas, and I was. So you can click. That's my grandpa reading to me when I was little. My dad is not part of my life. He used to be when I was little, but not anymore. So my mom was a single mom, and when I was really little, we lived with my grandparents. So I was really close to my grandpa, and he died in 2002 of a heart attack, and I was actually sitting right next to him when he did. I was really little. We were in church. It was Holy Thursday before Easter. I don't know if any of you know what that is. But yeah, right in the middle of the church. It was kind of a really scary thing for me, but love him to death. And then I don't have any siblings, so I have 2 of my cousins that I'm really close to, and that was my first day of school again, of kindergarten. And there's Morgan and Red. I really don't know what to say about them. Even though we're not, like, technically brother and sister, we act like it. Like, I'm the baby, so I'm really spoiled, and Ray is really protective of me. It's like typical like that, you can click. And they both graduated from here. That's Morgan's senior picture, and you can click. And that's Ray's, and you can click. When I was really little, I went to Spring Hill Lake every summer. Best thing I ever did. I love it. I want to go back and be a counselor. I've always said that. Absolutely phenomenal. So much fun. It's like,
that's the place that has the zip line,
oh,
climbing
yeah.
walls, and the
My favorite thing to do is the zip line. I was so scared the first time I got on there, and then I went up there and did it. And like the first one that I went on was over a lake, which is really scary because I was like maybe 10 at the time, and it was so high. And then the second one is just over like hills, which is really scary because then if you fall, you're just, yeah, it's scary. But you can click. Yeah, that's my house. We built it. I showed a picture when I was little, standing like where the foundation was gonna be, holding a shovel. But I like it there. It's pretty sweet. You can click. Okay, this is me and my kitty when I was little. Misty. She's my baby. I got her when I was 6, so I've had her for 12 years. That's her now. She's like so sassy, I can't even describe it. She just does what she wants, and she's so spoiled. You can click. And this is my puppy Gracie. I just got her this year. This is a really bad picture of her, but she does not take any good pictures because she's a rat terrier. And if anyone knows what a rat terrier is, they move constantly. She will not hold still. And she's my baby. I actually have a funny story. I was with Morgan and my aunt, and we were driving out of Joann's, and in the summertime, they always have dogs all along the side of the road. And we pulled over because Morgan had like a dash hound, and she saw some out there, and she wanted another one. So we stopped and looked at them, and this lady had dash hounds and rat terriers. So we were holding all the dogs, and I really liked this little rat terrier, and it was like the sweetest dog ever. So Morgan decides she couldn't decide which one she wanted to get, so she ended up getting the dash hound. But my cousin Ray, he really liked the rat terrier too. So she bought it for him for Christmas, and I was so upset. I cried like a baby, and this was last summer, but I was like bawling because I wanted that dog. I told her I wanted it. So we went back the next day because I convinced my mom to let me go get a dog, and I ended up getting the dog that I wanted's sister. So that's Gracie, and so we get them all together because they're all from the same place and they know each other, and they run in a pack. They're all little tiny dogs, but Gracie's on one side and Jethro is the other rat terrier. He's on the other side, and then Sam's the dachshund. He runs right in the middle of them, and you can't walk anywhere because they're just running around in a pack. She's pretty funny. Okay. This might be a little bit hard for me, I'm not going to lie to you. When I was in 6th grade, my mom was engaged to this guy who was like my dad. And I was at his house on a Sunday night, and I came to school the next Monday, and my aunt came and picked me up, and we went back to my grandma's, and my whole family was there. And I walked inside, and my mom told me that he had been murdered in his house that night. And yeah, it's been really hard for me.
Did they catch the guy or
Yeah.
whatever happened?
Yep.
Any reason behind it, Nat, or just?
He was high on drugs.
So he's robbing for money and looking for.
No, Greg had known his brother, and he was just like a really nice guy, and he was helping them out. Like, he had sold the guy's wife a car, actually my mom's old car, and he just was really mad. He had just gotten out of jail, and he was really mad that like he couldn't help his brother. So he went there and he killed him, and it was pretty bad. It was really brutal.
Unbelievable.
He lived in Saginaw, but I was there that night. Me and my mom went, and we were gonna stay the night there that night. And we didn't end up doing it, but if we would have, I probably would be dead right now.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal.
Yeah, you can click Taylor. My favorite place to go is Chicago. This is me and Heather, sophomore year in Chicago. And I don't know, Heather is just a piece of work. I love her to death. She's been through a lot of stuff in her life too, so we can, I don't know if we talk about that stuff, but I've been to Chicago 3 times and I love it there. I don't know if I would ever want to live there, but I definitely like visiting. You can click Taylor. There's some of my friends, not all of them, but most of my friends are pretty crazy. I don't know, you know that Taylor's crazy because she was up here the other day being crazy.
Yep.
Heather Palmer, she's nuts. And Mariah, Tori, Bailey, Bethany's crazy too. And then my best friend in the whole wide world is Emily. I've known her since we started kindergarten together, and we've been best friends ever since. So.
Quite the crew of names you got there.
Yep. Like, and those are some of the things I'm involved in. I went to BPA States just like Lizzie did. She told you about that. It was super fun. Tech team. I had a good time at tech team this year. This is my first year of BPA and tech team. It's a science club I love. Actually, one of the times I went to Chicago was for science club. We went on a trip to Chicago, and that was a lot of fun too. So you can click. Junior year pictures. These are prom pictures. We were pretty goofy. I don't know. We were trying to kill some time before prom, so we went to Target and tried on sunglasses. And, you know, last year was fun. You can click Taylor. This is my mom and my grandma and me this past summer, and I'm really close to both of them. My mom has always just been me and my mom. We've been through a lot, so it's nice to know that she's always around. And my grandma, oh my gosh, she could probably make me the angriest in the world because she always thinks she's right, but I love her. She just got back from Florida right now, and I definitely missed her while she was gone. And then these are some of the pictures from homecoming in this year. That picture's kind of hard to see, but it's Emily, Heather, me, Alyssa, and Tori. And there's stuff here too, sorry I added them. Okay. And then there's some of my senior pictures you can click again. And I'm done.
You rock. Well done.